Alright, so here's a quick video I'm going to do of a pinball machine that I've got for sale here. This is kind of a unique piece. This is a Gottlieb Strikes and Spares. This is one of the, actually I think it is the last game that Gottlieb produced before they went out of business, which makes it kind of cool. Another neat tidbit about the game is that I guess because it was right at the very end, there were only 750 of these made, so kind of a neat thing. If you've got one of these, you're a member of a very exclusive club, I guess. So yeah, it's obviously a bowling themed game. It was sort of designed to, back in the 80s, 90s, it was quite popular to see these things that were called shuffle bowling tables. It was like a shuffleboard with bowling pins at the end, and it was, a large sort of machine that was designed to simulate bowling. So they were big in the coin-op industry, and they were fun. You'll see them from time to time still. But they were big. They took up a lot of space. So I guess Gottlieb's concept with this was that, you have a shuffleboard, like a shuffleboard style bowling game with the footprint of a pinball machine. So it worked. It's obviously much smaller, like it's, less than half the size of what the shuffleboard version would be. So kind of neat if you like bowling, if you want to have a little mini bowling alley in your house. This is the game for you. It's 4-player, up to 4 players, and obviously set to free play. So basically, it's bowling. It's I'm gonna try and bowl one here for you. I don't know how this is not gonna go well, but let's just see what happens here. One-handed bowling. Wow, would you look at that? Pretty cool. Yeah. So the way this works, the balls come down these chutes. And it's designed to sort of simulate a bowling alley. You hold the flipper, the ball goes there, and, anyway, usually, yeah. So, yeah, you've got a bunch of these these are actually larger than regular pinball balls, I guess sort of to add to that bowling sort of feel. And they come down the troughs here as they would in a regular bowling alley, and they sit there, and you can either shoot with the left flipper or with the right flipper. And yeah, the idea is basically you bowl. So and the score gets put up there. There's, you can play up to 4, so that would all be filled up 1, 2, 3, 4 players, and at the end it tallies it up, and whoever wins, wins. There's also some mini games you can play in here, like where these will light up, and if you shoot the one that's lit up, if you knock over the pin that's corresponding to the light down here that's lit up, you get extra points and that sort of thing. So, I mean, nothing too remarkable in terms of gameplay. Like, it's just a fun game to have, if you've, got friends or family over and you want to do like a little mini tournament-y type thing. It's good for that. It's not your typical, it's not like a multi-ball thing with ramps and call-outs and all sorts of stuff. Like, it's just a unique piece that you'd want to have. So anyway, that Strikes and Spares in a nutshell. The cabinet's good. Colors are nice and bright. There's no real chunks. I mean, it's a machine that was on location at some point, but, not long enough to get trashed or anything. And it looks like it has been touched up. There's some touch-up work that was done here a little bit. But, I mean, well maintained. There's a tiny bit of... The only wear on the playfield is down here by the flippers, but the rest of the playfield is fine. And the display's nice and bright. The back glass is good. All the colors are as they should be. And everything works. It works 100%, and it should work for a long time. These Gottlieb systems, at the very end, Gottlieb really had it figured out. Their systems were bulletproof, and it's really a shame that they sort of went under when they did, because, this is another Gottlieb title from the same era right at the very end, and as you can see, they did a pretty good job, I thought, anyway, getting, they'd finally figured it out. I mean, sort of their early 80s stuff was a little iffy. A lot of people didn't like their early 80s stuff, but I guess it was too little too late, and now we don't have Gottlieb anymore. Actually, we don't have Bally or Williams or any of the big pinball makers. I think if you want a brand new pinball, your only option is Stern now. Anyway, so that's it. That's Gottlieb Strikes and Spares. So if you're interested, hook me up. Works good, looks good, and it's good. And yeah, and there's only 750 of these little buggers out there. So yeah, if you want one, you better come and get this one. All right, so yeah, that's it.